I'll fall asleep during this movie, apparently. Way too comfortable.
Okay, so after much delay, let's finally review this movie. I think it's one of the better Marvel movies that have come up thus far, easily within my top five of all the Marvel movies that have come out to this point. Interesting side note: the actor who actually plays the Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, is from Anderson, South Carolina. So we got some South Carolina flavor in there for you. Now, as far as his suit is concerned, now I know Tony Stark gets all the credit for his awesome suits and whatnot, but looking at the Wakanda technology and Black Panther suit is right up there with Tony Stark's suit. Now you're gonna say, "Oh, okay, whatever. How is it gonna be as good as Tony Stark's Mark IV, Mark V, or whatever he's using now?" Just watch the movie, and you'll see that his suit is amazing. What it does. Okay, now as far as other characters besides Black Panther, you have the ones of note that I've seen is one of the generals in the movie. Amazing. I mean, she just goes in there. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just keep in mind that there's going to be one character besides Black Panther that's amazing in this movie. As far as the villain is concerned, finally, I mean, I've said that I like Ultron and I definitely like Loki. Those have been the only two villains that I've liked this far. This villain in this movie is amazing. It's one of the better villains that Marvel has had. Finally, there's a decent villain in this Marvel universe. So when this villain was first announced, I was like, okay, here we go again with none of these mundane, just laughable super villains. But this one actually worked out. The actor was great, and he did a lot better job than I was expecting. Okay, now as far as the music goes, this is not your typical Marvel music, I guess. I guess we're just so used to seeing so many movies, we're used to a certain sound in the background, but this is totally different from all that. The music was great. It has a lot of influences, African influences, so a lot of heavy drums and all that kind of stuff. I'll let you hear for yourself. The scenery itself, Wakanda itself, is amazing. I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for waterfalls, but the scenery, all what includes Wakanda, is amazing. I'm like, I want to live there. It's very nice. It really pulls into a lot of like African things, like typically animals that you associate with Africa. You see a lot of those, and just in general, like the waterfalls again. You'll see it. Now, kind of the underlining theme for this whole movie is certain social issues that we have. Trying to brings it in into the real world, the real world social issues that we have to deal with in this country and other countries as well. We're having these same social issues. That pretty much is the underlying theme throughout the whole movie. And in the beginning, actually starts off with a throwback scene from the '90s that deals directly with that. So I mean, it has some depth to the movie. It's not just some guys going beating up each other. So definitely has some kind of you know base to it, foundation, which I thought was great. I mean, it was a bold move. I mean, because they really throw it in there, and they really want you to watch it and reflect on just the real stuff that we have to deal with in this country. Okay, and finally, I know with all these Marvel movies, basically since Iron Man, you're going to have some kind of end after credit scene. This movie has two of them. The first one comes about 5 minutes after the movie ends, and the last one comes at exactly the very end after the that standard statement that any this is fictional and any characters blah 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 or just coincidence blah blah blah. Another thing I noticed about this movie, now that I think about it, is that within the first 3 minutes, you kind of think about another movie that Disney has made, another animated movie, and it's just like, wait a minute, this sounds like, I'm not gonna tell you what that movie is. This sounds exactly like, So, if you saw that same parallel with that movie, just leave that comment below. Okay, so final thoughts. Definitely go check this movie out. It's well made. Scenery is awesome. Music is awesome. Chadwick did a great job again as the Black Panther. His suit is amazing. The general is awesome. The villain finally can do stuff and finally can kick people's butts. And he's actually an actual threat. And he does things in the movie that all these other villains, besides Loki and Ultron, don't seem to be able to do. So yeah, definitely check it out. 2 thumbs up from me. I'll get it the first day it comes out on digital. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.